Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Noah back again with another video. And in today's video, first of all, welcome. I help people awaken to their true abilities through wellness and spirituality. And in this video, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about the power of detachment. You know, not being so attached to a certain outcome. Oftentimes when we're trying to manifest or we just want something to happen, we are so attached to a certain outcome of how it's gonna be or how we want it to play out. And this kind of takes us away from the presence of that moment, you know, meaning that if we're going on a date or we're hanging out with our friends, right? We have a certain, you know, idea of how the thing is gonna go, or of how that night or how that date is gonna go, you know what I mean? And a lot of the times when we do this, then oftentimes when we get to the date or this hangout or just this activity that we're doing, if it doesn't go our way, then we end up getting like upset, or it just really makes us start to think outside of right now and outside of the actual whatever you're doing, you know what I mean? So it's important to not get so attached to a certain outcome. Because that really takes us away from the present moment, and it takes us away from really manifesting what we want, really. Because something that you have to realize is that, you know, oftentimes a lot of the things, everything that we want to manifest is already here. You know, that's the power of us, you know, that's the power of us being human. You know, you have to realize that the power is within you. You know, we have the power to think things into existence and speak things into existence, you know. And so it's important when you're trying to manifest when you think about something that you really want, don't be so attached to the outcome, or just don't be so attached to a specific date that you want it to occur. You know, because the universe doesn't really work like that. It works on timing, you know, and it'll come whenever the time is right. And so I think this is also important in relationships, right? How many times have you said, you know, I really, really, really want this girl, or I really, really, really want this guy? You know, that type of energy is causing resistance because when we say that we really, really, really want something, or that we really, really, really need this or that, it pretty much tells the universe that we don't have it already, and that we are in a lack and scarcity mindset. And when you're in that mindset, then it becomes very, very hard to manifest what you want. And so it's very important to realize that when we are trying to manifest, we're not expecting, you know, in my opinion, I think it's good to expect things, because, you know, the universe works in miracles. Like, anything could happen, really. I'm sure you've seen miracles happen in your life. So I think it's important to just realize that the universe works in miracles. And so it's, you know, we can expect things from the universe, but don't be attached to the outcome of, you know, if it happens, great. If it doesn't, then that's fine too. You know what I mean? Not everything is going to work out in our favor, and that's 100% fine. You know, that's kind of just how it works, you know. So, but something I also wanted to touch on was you know, just when you're attracting a specific person, or you want to attract someone or money or something into your life, right? It's very important to be, you know, to say that if this happens, cool. If it doesn't, great. You know what I mean? Like I was talking about before, but I guess specifically in relationships, right? If you want to manifest a certain girl or guy into your life, it's important to realize that they are going to be more attracted to you if you're detached from the outcome. meaning that if you're not constantly thinking about them, or if you're not, you know, putting all their energy into trying to have them come to you. You know, have you often noticed that when you try to, like, have you noticed someone who is very, very, very needy? That energy is kind of just, you know, it's just very, it's like a resistance type of energy, and like it makes you want to retract from that person. You know, I've definitely experienced that in my life, and I'm sure you guys have as well. But yeah, when someone's very, very needy, and there's someone who really, really, really wants something, then that kind of shows them that they don't have it, and it shows other people that they don't have it as well. And so it makes you even less attractive, you know. Whereas if you're just like, I'm gonna be myself, and I'm just gonna go into the situation like I'm a boss, because that's who I am, and I'm not gonna be attached to an outcome of whether I get this person or not, because there are millions of other fish in the sea, you know. There's billions, there's 8 billion people in the world. So it's like, you know, if that one person doesn't like you, that's fine. You know, something that is also important is, if that person doesn't like you, that person wasn't really meant for you in the first place. You know, that's, if anything, it's a good thing if someone says that, because then you know that they don't like you. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know that it's not going to work out from jump, because it's like, would you want that person to just lie and say that they actually do want you, and end up being in a relationship with that person, and then just to find out that they never really liked you in the end? So it's just like, just being, you know, this same thing with money, you know. Yes, you can expect that, you know, you're gonna be a millionaire and that you're gonna attract all this money, but, you know, if it doesn't always happen right away, don't be so upset about it, because there's a million different opportunities for you to actually achieve that money. Same with the girl, or the guy, right? I should say. There's a million other fish in the sea, whereas with money, there's also a million different opportunities for you to make that profit and make that money that you want. So I think it's just important to realize that, you know, start acting as is, like, you know, start acting as if you already have these things, you know, because you do. If you think about it, then you already have it. You know what I mean? You just have to take inspired action to go and achieve those goals, you know. If there's a girl who you like, you know, or a guy who you like, and you want to talk to them, right? Say that they're like, you're working with them, or you're just like at school with them, or whatever the case may be. You see them regularly. Go and talk to that girl. You know, you never know what's going to happen. If they say no, oh well. You know, it's going to happen a lot of the times, because usually when a girl says oh no, or not oh no, but when a girl or guy rejects you, then it means that they weren't for you in the first place, like I was talking about before. You know what I mean? So I think it's important to expect things. You know, you can, expect that you'll be rich, you know, expect that you'll attract beautiful men and women into your life, because that's, you know, you deserve that. And, you know, before I end this video, I want to just say that you got to realize that you're the power within yourself, you know. And when you start to realize that you're the power within yourself, then your aura starts to become magnetic. You know, people either start to really want to be around you. You know, magnetic meaning that people are either very, very attracted to you, meaning that they always want to be around you, or people are always going to want to retract from you and they don't really want to be around you. And with those type of people, you start to know who those type of people are. You know, if your vibration is very, very high, your aura is going to be very magnetic, meaning that, like I said before, people are either going to be very, very attracted to you, or if they're not really on that same vibration as you, if they're like on a very low vibration, they're going to be very retracted from you, meaning that they're not going to, they're going to find things, they're going to find ways to try to trash you and to try to, talk shit about you. And you can just, right away, who's those type of people are. You can just feel their energy. It's, but yeah, so just realize, I think in terms of detachment, I think the ultimate key is just to realize that you are the power. You have all the tools to be able to attract whatever you want. The universe isn't super linear. It's not supposed to happen one way, and which is why I said before, there's millions of different career opportunities for you. If you believe that you have to go to school in order to succeed, then that's your belief system. You believe that to be true. I don't believe that to be true. But, so yeah, bottom line is just realize that you're powerful, you're beautiful. And when you know that and you start telling yourself these things, then your subconscious, it's going to start to program in your subconscious mind, and you're going to start to reprogram it to start actually believing these things. And, really, really, you have to believe it though, because that's the power within it. You have to believe that it's true, because when you believe that you're confident, you're beautiful, you're amazing, you're such an awesome person, then other people are going to start to see you that way. Obviously, there's going to be people who aren't going to see you that way, like I mentioned earlier, but, you can't please everyone, and that's something that's, that's important to realize. And so, yeah, I guess I'm going to end the video right there, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, comments, or you have any suggestions for what kind of videos you want me to make sure to comment them in the description down below. And make sure to hit me up on Instagram too, at NoahIsArk, NoahIsArk. And I love you guys so much. Hope you guys are having a wonderful afternoon, morning, or night. In this beautiful morning, I know you can't really tell, but yes, I love you guys so much. Peace, love, and happiness, you guys.